Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the webinar Enhance Your Reporting Performance with SAP HANA Models. Today our speakers will be Haripriya Pampana, who is the SAP BIBO and HANA consultant at Microsoft Systems. I'll take you through the slides, coming slides. We'll talk about Miracle Story. That's the first part of the agenda today. And then Haripriya will take you through HANA Introduction and Architecture. And then she'll explain about capabilities and the database and the modeling of how HANA works at the back. And she'll also tell you about the proof point. At the last, we'll have a Q&A session where you can either raise your hand on the right side panel or put your question directly in the chat box. Taking you further, Miracle Story, when it's come to Miracle, we strongly believe that innovation is something which should not be luxury but should be affordable by anyone. Apart from that, Miracle was founded in 1994. We are headquartered in Detroit, Michigan. We have about 2,000 employees globally, which has about 500 certified professionals. Along with that, we are working in various global locations and 12 different locations across the globe. Moving on, coming to the industry verticals, we work on manufacturing, automotive, energy and utilities, logistics, supply chain, healthcare and pharmacy, retail, banking and insurance. And do not worry if your industry is not there. We also work irrespective of the industry, like across domain. So any industry is welcome for you. Going on. Medical expertise, like I said, we have a global development centers across the globe. We have 4 locations back in North America, and we have 2 major offshore facilities back in India. We also have strong partner network. I'll explain you what are the partner network in the coming slide. We also have home-built accelerators and frameworks that we're able to build POCs for our clients, and they were very happy with that. Going on to the strategic partnerships, for this webinar especially, we've been national implementation partner for SAP over 10 years now. We're also business partners with other software gains like Microsoft, Oracle, IBM, and also the latest technology trends like Pitney Bowes, Atlassian, Apogee on API management, and Amazon Web Services, Red Hat, and Rally. With that being said, I'll now hand it over to Haripriya, who will take you forward through the SAP HANA Introduction. Haripriya, it's all yours.
Yeah, thank you, Shiva and team. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Haripriya, BIBO HANA consultant. Today, we'll be taking you through performance of reporting with HANA models, and we want to discuss about how we improve reporting performance with HANA modeling. Before that, I want to share a few information about HANA. So, the slides which describes HANA overview, its architecture and capabilities of HANA, and modeling with HANA. So by now, all you know come across with HANA. HANA is an in-memory database solution from SAP. So what is in-memory computing? In short, in-memory database is very fast compared to the traditional database, about 10 times faster, because it keeps all the data in the main memory, not in physical storage. So the memory needs to use, so the SAP is providing not only a software, and it is also provides appropriate hardware. It consists of multiple CPUs with multiple blades and large amount of data in RAM. Let us see software side. In-memory computing can store the data in row or column store, and it has a compression mechanism so that we can store the data in less memory and fetches the data in the less time. As we have the capability, we have the hardware of multiple cores with multiple CPUs, which can process these columns individually, like rather than using one CPU to process all the columns, I can use multiple cores to process each and every column. So that will be very fast. Even one column is divided into 2 or more multiple partitions, and I can use some of the CPUs to each and every partition So there are no aggregate tables, and we can fetch the data on fly. So SAP HANA is a right application that can use in-memory database. So HANA is nothing but high performance analytical appliance. It is a combination of both hardware and software that can process large amount of real-time data using in-memory computing. All the data, all the transactional data is stored in memory whenever we want to access the data, access the transactional data. We can access from the memory. That is easy access to access the HANA database, and HANA is also used for modeling using SAP HANA Studio. So SAP HANA has a lot of capabilities and more features. It has speed and agility. Real-time analytical processing can be performed to analyze business operations in real time using huge volumes of information. And also, as it is using in-memory database, we can fetch large amount of data at high speed. So any data means SAP integrates structured and unstructured data from internal and external sources and can work on detailed data without aggregation. And SAP HANA can be integrated data from different environments, like it integrates any kind of database like Oracle, MS SQL, IBM database, and so on. So inside point of view, we can quickly and easily create ad hoc views without needing to know the data or query type. We can get fast answers, and business can do the predictive analysis. So they can plan and predict for targets. It delivers new class of real-time applications and analytics to business of any size. SAP HANA is also available on cloud infrastructure, and it is an innovator for in-memory computing, like its configurabilities and easy integration. Simplicity-wise, it has a few layers, simple landscape, and eliminated aggregations, and spend less on real-time computing. HANA maximizes the business value, like for example, it reduces the execution of time of reports, it increases the business value. So choice-wise, we have a choice at every layer to work with different preferred partners. We can run on the hardware of our choice and work with software that we prefer. So next is HANA Architecture, and this is the architecture for SAP HANA. With the help of technology like SLT replication, real-time replication services, and SAP Business Object Services, data can be moved to HANA in real time. It is also possible to copy data from SAP BW or other database into SAP HANA. In HANA, we can use modeling tool called SAP HANA Studio to build the logic and structures called views. HANA Architecture contains planning and calculation engines. Planning engine allows financial planning application to execute the planning operations in the database layer. SQL scripts and MDX planning models are converted into calculation models, and calculation engine creates logical execution plans for calculation models. SAP HANA database has a capability of to store the data in both row and column storage. And then we can do further reporting using business objects and third-party tools. Traditional databases typically use row-based data storage. This slide shows how the table contents store the data in both row and column storage. The table consists of different products and its prices and its currencies. The blue line indicates products, and red line indicates the prices, and gray line indicates the currencies. So in row storage, each record is saved next to the other record, and also whereas in column storage, it stores sequentially. First, it stores all the products, and then it stores all the prices, and after that, it stores all the currencies. This is the another example for row column storage. We can easily identify how it stores in HANA stores in memory. The table describes country-wise product sales. In the column store, the memory kept countries first. All the countries, the memory kept in the first, and then it kept all the products, and then it kept all the sales. So the column storage approach that produces speed, flexibility, and performance of the database. HANA modeling. So modeling is nothing but the process of applying business logic or applying transformations and integrating data between different systems to a single platform. So, I mean, how it is different from, or how is HANA modeling is different from other data modeling activities. So, one of the advantages of HANA modeling activities is what are the models we create in HANA, which means what are the business logic is created in HANA. So, everything run on the fly. So, usually, if we take any other platform or any other database platform, we use it to create lot of layers or lot of pages. For example, we need to call the first layer as data staging layer, where we get all source data into the data warehousing platform, and then we apply the transformations in transformation phase, and also it is called integration layer. So then the data is stored in different places, different providers, and then we create reports on the different providers. That is called reporting layer or presentation layer, which can be consumed or which can be accessed by different reporting tools. However, when it comes to HANA, we don't need to store the data in multiple times. So we can apply all the business transformations and all the business logics on the fly using different HANA models available in SAP HANA. Now, what are the different modeling objects that we have in HANA? So basically, we have three important models we have in HANA. One is attribute view, and second one is analytical view, and third one is calculation view. So using these different modeling objects, we can apply most of the business or business logic inside HANA itself. What is the advantage of using these modeling objects? There are few advantages of using these modeling objects. One is when we apply all transformations at database level itself. What we are doing here is we are trying to reduce data transfer between database and reporting level, reporting applications. For example, we have HANA platform and we have third-party tools at reporting layer. When we apply business logic at reporting level, then whenever we execute these reports, data has to move from database level to reporting level as a raw data, and applying some business logic at reporting level. One example why it is going to burden is, let us say suppose we have a model which has 10 years of data, but user wants to see last 2 years of data. So if we apply those filters in reporting layer, but even though we need only 2 years of data, entire data has to move from database layer to reporting layer, and then it filters out at reporting level. Instead of that, we can apply some transformations at database level using HANA modeling objects. We can transfer only 2 years of data rather than transferring whole data. And the other advantage is in SAP HANA, as earlier said, we have different engines available which can be used to execute a modeling object that we create at HANA level. And HANA also has a lot of hardware, means new hardware innovations. Some examples are like parallel processing, and HANA has multi CPU architecture. So if we build those modeling objects at HANA level itself, then whenever we execute the models, those objects can be used the multi CPU architecture as well as parallel processing and then engines available at HANA level. So these are the some of the advantages of having modeling objects built at HANA level rather than directly accessing data and then building logic at reporting level. So now with this we have three modeling objects in HANA. One is attribute view and analytical view and calculation view. So now what is attribute view? Attribute view is basically a master data, or it actually holds a data that doesn't have any measures or a data doesn't have any facts. The next one is analytical view. I can say this is a star schema modeling, star schema modeling object. Star schema is nothing but a fact table in the center, and surrounded by different dimension tables or master data tables. The analytical model contains a transaction table and it joins with different master data or attribute views. So the next object is calculation view. So calculation view, I would say, like for a more advanced business logic or complex modeling, like if we want to combine two or more different transaction tables, let us say I have finance data in one table and a sales data in another table. If I need to analyze both information, I need to be able to see in one place. We can achieve with this calculation view. So we can create calculated columns here and restricted columns here. We can create filters in both calculation views and analytical views. So these are the different modeling objects. So the next slide, this slide shows we have modeled in BI and HANA for the same scenario. In BI we have created GL transaction data multi-provider with different info cubes and info objects with different providers. So the multi-provider created with different info cubes, info objects, and semantically partition objects. So each info provider contains GL data which is loaded from different source systems. So in HANA modeling, we have created a calculation view for the same data with the tables that store GL data without needed the data load. So also SAP HANA Studio provide an option to model the BW providers in BW perspective. And it provides another option. We have another option. We can import the BW providers. So when we import the BW providers into HANA perspective, HANA Studio, and it automatically creates views. It will create a view. It will create without any effort. So automatically, when we import the BW model, it will automatically create a views without any effort. So HANA proof points. We have come across with an issue that we have a BW models which stores instant and change request data, and the data is increasing day by day, and we have a dashboard in business object which displays the data in 3 minutes for 20 billion records, and it contains 6 additional pages, and it is taking much time, more time to open each case. Data is increasing day by day, and the dashboard performance may decrease. So we have suggested to our customers to upgrade the database from legacy database to HANA database, and then we upgraded the database to HANA database. We have identified that the dashboard performance is increased, and the dashboard is taking 27 seconds to display the dashboard. And we have modeled the views with the similar to the BW models, and also we have imported some of the BW models to the HANA Studio, and we changed the BW data sources with HANA views to the dashboard. And then we have done a performance test. The performance is drastically improved from 3 minutes to 8 seconds. And within a fraction of seconds, means 0.0001 second, we can open the remaining page, the remaining 6 pages. So next, this table, the table which shows the dashboard performance of traditional database and with HANA Studio. So this is the solution we have provided for the client with the HANA Modeling. So this is my from my end. Over to you, Shiva.
Great. We will now open for Q&A. If anyone do have any questions, please raise your hand on the right side attendee panel, or put your question directly in the chat box. Once again, if anyone do have any questions, please raise your hand on the right side attendee panel, or put your question directly in the chat box. Okay, seems like I don't have any questions. So taking you further, apart from what will happen on this webinar, we also do POCs and any digital transformation initiatives that are required for your company. So if you need any of those, or you want to do one-on-one demonstration or something like that, just contact marketing@miraclestar.com, or just send an email to info@miraclestar.com. If you're not an email person, you can also tweet us at team_MSS. There is a new YouTube video on YouTube. It's at youtube.com/miracle4565. You can also follow us on our Facebook fan page at fb.com/miracle4565. With that being said, I will now end this webinar. Thanks a lot for joining us today, and have a great day, everyone.